What if I told you that you could lose as much weight as you want to without changing what you eat or how much you eat? Well, you can. A new cutting-edge weight loss method has been getting a lot of buzz lately, and it's called the Himalayan Manjaro. Have you heard of it? Because thousands of people on TikTok and Instagram have been sharing their jaw-dropping transformations. People who've worn an extra large size for years can now safely fit into a small. And the best part? This simple trick, using everyday ingredients like pink Himalayan salt and lemon, not only helps you shed dozens of pounds of fat, but also keeps the weight from coming back. It's affordable, accessible, and completely free of side effects. This is for everyone. Take Emily, our guest, for example. She's gained over 20,000 followers on Instagram by sharing her week-by-week transformation. She dropped an incredible 57 pounds in just a few months simply by adding this natural Manjaro to her breakfast. And today, she is here to tell us everything we need to know to start doing this from the comfort of our own homes. And yes, Emily is here with us today. Please give a warm welcome to Emily.
Hello, Nikki. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So, tell us what exactly it is, this natural Manjaro. We're dying to know.
So yes, the Himalayan Manjaro is a simple morning ritual that I learned from my husband, Ethan. He's a biomedical scientist, and he explained to me that before trying any diet or exercise routine, you need to regulate some dormant hormones like GLP-1, the same one used in expensive Ozempic and Manjaro injections that cost thousands of dollars. Without this, it's like trying to lose weight with your body working against you. That's why natural Manjaro activates the same hormone naturally, but in a much safer, more affordable way, and without the side effects. And the best part, anyone can use it, and the results are mind-blowing. In my case, just by using this recipe daily, the pounds kept dropping and dropping as I got more slimmer. I felt more energetic and my cravings disappeared completely. So in just over a few months, I shed over 110 pounds without hitting the gym or changing my eating habits. So if you're struggling with extra weight and feel like you've tried everything, this might just be the answer you've been looking for.
Wow, Emily, that is amazing. So to understand this better, let's bring Ethan in to join us. He's going to teach us step by step how to make the natural Himalayan Manjaro recipe and how you can use it to get results just as impressive as the ones we've seen here.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and over the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how to make this natural Manjaro right at home. That way, you can lose up to 6 pounds per week using a glass of cold water and 4 simple ingredients that cost less than $1. And the best part, you probably already have all of them in your fridge. I promise to share the recipe with you. No fluff, no strings attached. But for your health, I need to be upfront with you. You should only drink 1 glass a day. Here's why. This recipe is incredibly powerful when it comes to burning fat. If you take more than 1 glass per day, your calorie burn could skyrocket, and you might end up losing 15, 20, or even 30 pounds in just a few weeks, even without going on a diet. Seriously, I was blown away by the results of this bariatric powder. People are shedding 20, 40, even 65 pounds in less than a month. It works similarly to Ozempic and Manjaro, but without the side effects or the $2,000 per dose price tag. And since it's 100% natural, it can be an affordable and safe option for anyone who's serious about weight loss. I started testing this ritual with my wife, then with a group of patients, and I was shocked by how fast it worked. Doctors around the world are now looking into this Himalayan trick, a natural, low-cost, and risk-free alternative that activates the exact same hormones used in cutting-edge medications. And the best part? While you're enjoying your favorite foods, pizza, burgers, or a little dessert, the solution works from the inside, activating your GLP-1 and GIP hormones, balancing your insulin, and boosting your metabolism by up to 400%. No wonder celebrities are using this secret to stay in shape.
Yes, it's true. I lost 35 pounds with this natural Himalayan Monjaro recipe. I even shared it with a few of my celebrity friends so they could try it too. My doctor explained that these 4 ingredients together activate the hormones responsible for burning fat and regulating insulin. That's why this Himalayan trick is so powerful for our body and our health.
I was shocked when I tried this recipe for a week and lost almost 9 pounds. It's unlike anything I've ever tried before. The effect of 1 glass a day feels like bariatric surgery happening inside your body, constantly helping to shed weight.
I've always struggled with my body, even when people said I looked fine. But deep down, I never felt comfortable in my own skin. This Monjaro from the Himalayas changed something in me. It's like my body finally listened. I feel lighter inside and out, and honestly, I've never felt more like me.
This solution works by burning off the accumulated fat all at once, without the need for diet or exercise. At the same time, it deactivates the body's natural fat-storing mechanism and reshapes your body faster than you can imagine. Now, hundreds of universities around the world, including Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, and Johns Hopkins, are locked in a legal battle to try to patent this discovery and claim the next Nobel Prize. In the latest trials, this 4-ingredient recipe helped my wife, Emily, 41, suddenly lose 86 pounds of stubborn fat accumulated in her hips, arms, belly, and face. After nearly a decade stuck in yo-yo diets, it was a surprise even to me. But the most amazing part of all is that this ritual saved Emily's life. It freed her from threats like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and elevated heart disease risk. And the craziest part? She didn't change anything about her diet. She didn't cut out pizza, burgers, or dessert. She barely exercised. Even so, the results were incredible. I also kept eating everything I love and still lost over 22 pounds of that beer belly, just with 1 cup of Himalayan Monjaro per day. Look, I know you might be skeptical. After so many empty promises out there, it's normal. But as crazy as it sounds, all of this is real. And everything you need in this simple, accessible, and safe natural recipe that you can make at home today. And the best part, this has nothing to do with exercise, counting calories, or using expensive gym equipment. In fact, this trick goes against everything you've been taught about weight loss. In the next 2 minutes and 14 seconds, you'll be shocked to discover what scientists and doctors revealed as the hidden cause of a stalled metabolism and stubborn belly fat that just won't go away. And no, it's not related to diet, thyroid hormones, the gut, or any common excuse. So stick with me until the end, because today I'll reveal the real recipe for Himalayan Monjaro and how to use this mixture once a day to eliminate 2 to 4 pounds while you sleep. But before all that, I'd like to introduce myself.
Hello, and welcome to another Glow Up project. Make sure you're all comfortably seated, because the story we're about to tell today is going to be a very good one. Ethan, you can start. Tell us where it all began.
Sure, Nikki. I'm Ethan. I am 45 years old. I'm a biomedical scientist up to my neck in research and drug development. I worked with giants. You know, those names you see on packaging and TV commercials. Pfizer, Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk.
Wow, that's an impressive resume.
Yeah, but the craziest part, it was our story that ended up needing a transformation. I thought I understood everything about the human body until I went through the worst experience of my life with the person that I love.
Oh, guys, it's even hard to go back to this. I couldn't fit into any of my clothes anymore, none. I'd look at myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself anymore.
And you know, Em has always been that woman full of life, you know? Even after our second daughter, she was still the first to wake up. She'd go for an early coffee, she'd go for an early walk, make coffee, handle the house, the work, the girls.
And you were still on a diet, going to the gym?
Everything. I did everything they said was the right thing. Diets, fasting, juicing, CrossFit, a little bit of fat here, a double chin there, and suddenly you're changing clothes in the dark, avoiding mirrors, and having to wear bigger and bigger clothes.
She didn't want to appear in family photos anymore.
That breaks my heart. We just want to disappear, don't we?
I just wanted to disappear. Even eating well, my weight just kept going up and up for no explanation, or with no explanation. And I felt my body just changing. And in this process, I completely lost the desire to get ready.
And everything got worse when her cousin's wedding came up, Betty's.
I really wanted to look pretty, to feel good. I got excited. And Ethan went to buy me a new dress over a half hour.
Oh my God. Ethan, keep going. What happened that day at the store?
It was a punch to the gut, Nikki. She went into the fitting room with about 4 pieces and stayed in there for over a half an hour.
I tried, I took a deep breath, tried one, then another, and none of them worked, none. And then when it did work, I'd look at myself in the mirror and cry. It just wasn't me anymore.
She was in tears, and all she said was, let's go. Don't want to go to this wedding anymore. In the car, complete silence. She just sat there, pretending everything was fine.
But on the inside?
She was falling apart, and I could see it. And later at home, she couldn't take it anymore. She broke down. She looked at me with a gaze I'll never forget and said, look at me, Ethan. I've become a stranger in my own body. I don't even know who I am anymore.
That's how I felt. Like I'd been kidnapped by a body that no longer obeyed me, and no one could see it from the outside.
That broke me because I was there with a degree, access to everything, amazing doctors, cutting-edge research, all the technology in the world. And I couldn't help the woman I'd been sharing my life with the last 20 years.
It's heartbreaking. Feeling like you have the world in your hands, but you can't change what matters the most.
Total. And look, she tried. She tried everything. Keto, low carb, intermittent fasting, those teas that promise miracles in 7 days.
I became a guinea pig for everything. Whatever anyone recommended, I tried it. Then came the trend of that pen, Ozempic. At first, it seemed like it was going to be my salvation.
Really? Did it actually work?
At first, yes.
But then the side effects hit like a truck.
Then nausea, weakness, dizziness, headaches. I had an overwhelming sense of discomfort that seemed endless.
And the worst part, yes, she lost weight. But along with it, she also lost muscle, energy, and joy. Her skin became incredibly saggy. Her body seemed to be begging her to stop.
It didn't seem natural because it wasn't.
And when she stopped the medication, the weight came back strongly, like an elastic band pulled to the point of snapping.
Man, that is so real. So many people go through this cycle and think the problem is just them, right?
Exactly. And there I was, feeling like I had failed, not knowing what else to do to pull her out of that hole. And the worst part is, I thought she had already hit rock bottom, but no, not even close. Do you remember Betty's wedding?
I mean, I tried, I wanted to look good. Picked one of the 4 dresses out at the store, and it was the only one that fit.
I remember that dress, black, really baggy, looked like a garbage bag. In the middle of a party, Em disappeared for a while. She said she was going to the bathroom, but she took a long time, and I felt something was wrong. When she came back, she spent the rest of the party in silence.
I was in the bathroom, inside one of the stalls, trying to fix my dress, catch my breath, get a break from all of that. Then 2 women walked in and started talking about me, not knowing I was in there. Did you see Emily? She's unrecognizable, all puffed up and totally let herself go. And her husband's a biomedical scientist, right? He must be so embarrassed. I bet he doesn't go near her anymore. Who'd want to with a woman like that?
This is so unbelievable.
I just stood there frozen, holding back the tears and holding back my breath. All I wanted was to disappear in that moment.
When she told me, it felt like being stabbed right in the soul. I watched her that whole night, couldn't sleep, fighting back tears, just trying to figure out, how did I let her get to that point?
She didn't even feel like a woman anymore, did she?
Not a woman, not wanted, not even alive. After that, everything just spiraled.
I started eating without control, anything at any time. But it was just to try to numb the pain, This deep sadness took over.
And just so heartbreaking.
Right then, I was completely lost, watching the love of my life fall apart. And that's when it hit me. Either I find a real way out, or I'd watch the most amazing woman I'd ever met completely fall apart. That night, I got up and went to the office and turned on my laptop. I was going to dig as deep as I had to.
And you started searching for what?
Everything, anything. I opened old PDFs, articles, outdated formulas, all with the same vibe, empty promises. The same tired studies, the pretty charts, and in the end, Nothing. Always the same old song. It was instinct. I kept digging deeper, deeper, and suddenly I ended up in some corner of the internet that looked like hacker stuff, an old hidden database.
Did you find anything?
I found a loose piece of a study. Generic title, no author, but at the bottom, a name that lit up like a light bulb, Dr. Jeffrey Bradstreet.
Who was he?
An eccentric German, a genius. Years ago, I saw him at a conference. The guy was talking about tribes in the Himalayas. People who lived lean, active lives well into their 90s, even 100. Guy who took on big pharma head on. He even had a study about a potential cancer cure that just disappeared, literally. And in the study I found, he was talking about a natural formula, ancestral, kind of like a Manjaro from the Himalayas. It was a mix that these tribes have been using for centuries. According to him, it activates the same effects in the body as the injectables, Ozempic, Manjaro, but without the side effects. Natural, homemade, costing less than $1.
You are kidding. That sounds too good to be true.
I thought the same, but I had to see the full study. And then things started getting weird, like downright scary. A few days after publishing the study, in 2015, Bradstreet was found dead with a gunshot to the chest, and the official cause was released as suicide. But here's the weirdest part. Hours before she died, the entire study vanished, wiped from every server like it never existed.
Oh my God.
That's when I called Joe, an old buddy from my research days. He had access to stuff most people don't even know exists.
And he found the file?
I told Joe everything. Sent him the fragment and just asked, think you can trace this? 3 days later, he sends me a dry text with just one attachment. The full study. He pulled it straight from an academic server in East Asia, the only place it hadn't been erased yet.
Whoa, so tell me, what was in the study?
Everything was there, the formula, the tests, documented cases, real results with patients, and most importantly, the exact recipe for that so-called Himalayan Manjaro. It even revealed the real reason behind those extra pounds. Right then I knew, either I did something with that information or I'd be betraying everything I'd ever believed in. The next day I went into the lab, I recreated the mix with extreme precision, followed every step to the letter, full control.
And that's when I officially became Ethan's lab rat, right? 7 days later, I stepped on the scale and down 6 pounds. Didn't change a thing. I ate like I normally do.
The only new variable was the formula.
In a month, I had dropped almost 33 pounds of fat.
Guys, I've got goosebumps. Seriously, what changed? What did you see that was different?
Before, she avoided mirrors, but now she just stands there, kind of sideways, gently running her hands over her stomach with this little smile, like she's seeing an old friend she thought she'd lost forever.
And I started dressing up again, you know, blow dried my hair, the red lipstick, first thing in the morning, like I had a date. And I guess I did. I had a date with myself.
People were being sold $1,000 pens, miracle pills, crazy crash diets, miracle teas. Meanwhile, the real answer, it was right here, in a handful of forgotten ingredients, buried, because, well, they don't make money. Big Pharma has no interest in them. And I thought, if this could save Emily, maybe it could help millions of women silently going through the same thing. And that's why I'm here, to show you over the next 4 minutes the original recipe for the Himalayan Manjaro.
Wait, what? You're actually sharing it?
Yes, and it's not just because of her. It's also because of Samantha, 34 years old. The exact same recipe I made for Emily helped Samantha lose 52 pounds in under 5 weeks, after years of trying everything. And check out Heather, 41. That same natural formula helped her drop nearly 40 pounds in less than 2 months. And the best part, she's back to wearing a dress she hadn't fit into in over 10 years.
Oh my God, it's surreal to see it actually working for so many people.
And there's more. Take Linda, 59 years old. She had tried everything, even gastric bypass surgery. But it was this exact formula that finally got her body to start responding again. She lost 48 pounds, no surgery, no rebound weight gain. But before I show you how it works and reveal the ingredients in this formula, I need to explain something first. What's really going on in your body and why nothing, absolutely nothing you've tried so far has worked the way it should. Now listen close. You've heard of Ozempic, right? That little injection pill that became a total craze among celebrities?
Of course I have. Oprah used it. Meghan Trainor, Rebel Wilson.
Suddenly, all these celebrities were showing up with their tiny waists, looking lighter, younger, eating what they love, and burning fat like butter on a scorching pavement. Now, think about this with me. These women have always had it all. Private chefs, personal trainers, full-time nutritionists, and still, they were stuck in the same trap millions of women face. The yo-yo effect, gaining and losing weight over and over again. Then suddenly, they're dropping 30, 40, even 65 pounds in a matter of weeks without changing a single thing in their daily routine.
It doesn't even feel real.
I know, you hear about it and think, no way. What kind of sorcery makes someone lose weight on autopilot? Well, the answer lies in science, and even more importantly, in what that science managed to replicate. Because of those famous shots, Ozempic, Mounjaro, they're not inventing anything new, okay?
What do you mean?
They're just waking up to an old mechanism, one your body used to rely on back in your early 20s. Back when your stomach was flat, your metabolism was on fire, when you could eat without guilt and without gaining a pound. Now, listen closely to this part. The active ingredient in Ozempic, for example, is semaglutide. You've probably heard that name floating around.
Totally.
Semaglutide mimics a natural hormone in your body called GLP-1. And look, it's like the invisible conductor of your metabolism. As soon as you take that first bite, it's like your body calling the shots. This turns into energy, this will turn into fat, and this bit we flush out. GLP-1 helps regulate insulin production. And insulin, you probably already know, is the main hormone behind weight loss. But listen closely. Insulin works like a bouncer in your bloodstream. It decides what gets in, what gets out, and what ends up stored as fat. Now picture that bouncer totally out of it, letting everything through. Way too much sugar, too much fat, too many toxins. That's when the chaos starts. Your body becomes a storage unit. But when GLP-1 is activated, it works like a silent assassin for stubborn fat. It patrols the body, corrects the overload, and brings order back into the system. That's why these injections feel like magic, because they mimic that same hormone, the one your body used to produce in abundance back in your 20s. But over time, GLP-1 levels drop, and suddenly it feels like your body just stopped. When you're dieting, working out, pushing yourself at the gym, and nothing's changing.
That's exactly how it feels.
But here's the thing. Once you understand insulin, you'll see it is the key to everything. Like I said, it's the one that decides whether your body burns fat or stores everything that comes in. And especially after the age of 35, with a hectic routine, messed up hormones, and poor sleep, insulin gets out of whack incredibly easy. Stress, fatigue, and fast food, all this creates an explosive combo. And when insulin stops working properly, your body simply gives up on using fat as energy. Because the main job of insulin is to control blood sugar levels, and that directly affects your metabolism. It takes sugar from the blood and it delivers it to the cells, so they can use it as energy. But when that fails, the sugar just stays in the bloodstream. And what does the body do? Turns it into fat.
And that's when things get tricky.
And the worst part, when your body is constantly flooded with insulin, like it happens with so many people, the cells become like they're blind. They stop responding. The sugar knocks on the door, but no one answers. So what happens to all that lost sugar? It turns into fat. And it ends up exactly where you least want it. Belly, thighs, double chin, and butt. Now get this, even when insulin is too low, chaos still reigns because the sugar keeps wandering through the blood system, directionless, and the body, trying to protect itself, turns it into fat again. It's like living in a crazy pendulum. Too much insulin, you gain weight. Too little insulin, you gain weight too. And that's why the secret is in the balance. When insulin works just right, it takes the sugar to the cells and everything falls into place. And your body starts releasing stored fat like it's opening a dam that has been held back for years. And this, Nikki, all this is thanks to GLP-1. That's when Ozempic came in as the big promise, because it mimics GLP-1 and brings the orchestra back in tune. But the real game changer came with Mounjaro, practically a weight loss surgery without the surgery. While Ozempic mimics just one hormone, GLP-1, Mounjaro mimics two at once, GLP-1 and GIP. And when both of them work together, the effect is multiplied. Faster satiety, accelerated fat burning, intense results, and faster.
Like a turbo boost for the body?
Exactly. Ozempic is like 1.0, car trying to climb a hill, while Mounjaro is like a Ferrari going 130 miles per hour downhill with no brakes. It activates GLP-1 with up to 7 times more power than Ozempic. And that's why everyone's eyeing these pens. The before and afters look like magic, but there's a little detail hidden in the fine print. These injections, as effective as they are, cost over $2,000 each. And the worst part, they only work while you're using them. Stop, your body goes right back to where it started, and the weight comes back like an avalanche. But the price isn't even the biggest issue. It's what comes with it, the side effects. Because more than 8 out of 10 women using these pens experience uncontrollable diarrhea, daily vomiting, severe stomach pains, and in extreme cases, severe constipation, spending days without being able to go to the bathroom. And if you think that's all, tumors in the thyroid have already been linked to the prolonged use. Because of all of this, I never let my wife use these things. And because of that, I'm here today talking to you. Because it's what led me to find a safe and effective solution for my wife. And I'm going to reveal the secret that's driving some big pharmas crazy, especially the ones that profit by selling a single dose for over $2,000. The truth is, there are natural substances that activate the same hormones as Mounjaro with the same intensity. And you know what's even more shocking? They cost just over $1.
$1?
That's why I'm asking you, stay with me until the end of this video, because in the next 2.5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to use this recipe at home and lose 2 to 4 pounds while you sleep. No joke. The fact that I'm telling you this right now is already causing a multi-billion-dollar loss for the world's biggest pharmaceutical companies. Companies that just with Ozempic and Mounjaro last year became worth more than the GDPs of entire countries. Astronomical profits built on the desperation of millions of women who just want one thing: to feel good in their own bodies.
That's cruel. So cruel.
And what's even more infuriating? These medications cost pennies to make, but they're sold for over $2,000 each. Now, think with me for a second. How many lives could be changed if every woman knew that for less than $1, using natural ingredients, she could get the same results? No needles, no pain, no side effects. That's why I'm taking this risk to share this formula. Just to give you an idea of the gravity, my Instagram account has been shut down 4 times just this week. According to them, I was violating community guidelines. But let's be honest, have you ever seen a video with a natural tea recipe get taken down? Of course not. This is something else entirely. This is a real threat to those who profit from you suffering.
They're trying to silence you?
This recipe, simple, with ingredients you can find anywhere, is being called Himalayan Mounjaro. And that's no exaggeration. When you mix everything the right way, in the right proportions, your body recognizes this combination as a natural replica to Mounjaro's structure. But instead of costing $2,000, it's less than 1% of that. And the best part, no side effects at all. To show you this, I did a simple test. Come with me to the lab. Here with me, I have a high precision microscope, and on the glass slide, I've placed a sample of what would be synthetic Mounjaro. This liquid here simulates exactly what those injectable pens do to the body. GLP-1, GIP, it's all here. Now, look at this. The structure of both hormones, very clear. That's what triggers the accelerated fat burning. Now on this other side, I'm going to show you a natural formula made with compounds you find in nature, and the body recognizes them much more easily. Now compare. Look at this closely.
It looks like the same base.
Exactly. And this one doesn't come from a pharmaceutical lab. It comes from nature. But hey, you can't just mix these 4 ingredients however you want, all right? There's a specific order. When you do it the right way, the body responds in minutes. In the first 5 minutes, insulin levels start to adjust, blood sugar plummets, and the body goes into fat burning mode. It's like it thinks, enough storing fat, time to burn through the reserves.
Just like the effects of those little pens, right?
Exactly. Hunger disappears, cravings for sweets vanish, and the scale starts to plummet. 4.4 pounds, 11 pounds, 17.6 pounds, up to 33 pounds in just 1 week. And the best part, you only need to take it 20 minutes before breakfast and dinner. That's when your body starts working like it's undergone a natural bariatric procedure. And that's exactly what Dr. Jeffrey described in his groundbreaking study on page 56, The Missing Piece. A simple mineral, An ingredient you've seen in stores, in some TikTok recipe, Himalayan pink salt.
The salt?
Yes, this salt comes from the oldest mountains on Earth. It's rich in 84 minerals and essential trace elements that are missing from our modern bodies. It's been used for centuries by communities living at the foot of the Himalayas. People who live to be 90, 100 years old, with strong bodies, no obesity, full of health. And the most curious part, they've never heard of Ozempic, but their bodies work as if they were taking it every day. Unlike the white salt we use every day, Himalayan pink salt is pure. No processing, no chemicals involved. And what's even more impressive, it carries 84 minerals intact from nature. In the lab tests we've ran, the combination of these minerals activate GLP-1 at the same level as Mounjaro. Yes, the same effect, but directly from nature. There's just one catch. The concentration was absurdly low. To hit the ideal dose, you would need to consume the equivalent of 70 tablespoons of pink salt per dose.
70?
Yep, enough to basically kill you. Your blood sugar, your blood pressure would skyrocket, your heart would collapse, or you'd experience complete kidney failure in just a few minutes. That's when we decided to do something bold. We took the purest pink salt we could and used a technique called nanofractionated mineral extraction. The name's complicated, but the goal was simple. Separate each mineral and eliminate the excess, and keep only what really matters, the active core. What came out of these was an ultrafine powder with almost metallic shine. And the most unbelievable part, this powder stimulated the body to produce naturally two hormones that these injections try to mimic, GLP-1 and GIP. But the story doesn't end there. When we combine this extract with 4 more natural ingredients, the effect became 15 times more potent than Mounjaro itself. And get this, one of the ingredients is the good old Tahiti lime, the same one you use for lemonade on hot days. But instead of squeezing it, we use it in a freeze-dried form, a process that preserves all of the lime's active compounds with no loss whatsoever. The result? It activates dopamine receptors in the gut, which speeds up the production of GLP-1 and GIP by up to 7 times. In other words, while the Himalayan pink salt activates these hormones, the lime and other ingredients boost the production and absorption in the body. And the best part? No injections, no side effects, and it costs less than $1 per dose. Incredible, right? And check this out. Studies conducted by the Kyoto University, one of the most respected in Asia, revealed something impressive. Himalayan pink salt can naturally boost GLP-1 levels by up to 312%. Additionally, it increases insulin sensitivity by 42%, meaning the body starts using sugar as energy again rather than storing it as fat. And it doesn't stop there. Metabolism speeds up by up to 7 times. It's up to 10 times more potent than Ozempic itself, without the side effects and without relying on needles or weekly injections.
The secret lies in the unique mineral structure of Himalayan salt. Unlike refined salt, which is almost pure sodium, Himalayan salt contains 84 minerals in perfect balance with each other. Each of these minerals on its own would have an interesting metabolic effect, but together in a single natural structure, the impact is exponential. It was based on this that we developed this formula. Safe, simple, and incredibly effective. Able to make the body burn fat like it did when you're 18, but now with hormonal intelligence.
And of course, the first person who took it was Emily, my wife. She had tried everything, but as always, nothing worked for long. So when I finished the extract, I looked at her in the eyes and said, "Sweetheart, it's your turn now. But this time, it's different." And it really was. That's why I brought her here with me. Go ahead, darling. Tell them how it was for you.
So I started taking the extract first thing in the morning, always the same way. I'd mix it in a glass of water about 20 minutes before breakfast. At first, it was subtle, no instant magic, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. After everything I had tried, it was hard to believe something so simple could actually make a difference. But even so, I kept going, and that's when the magic started. In the first 2 days, I started to notice a strange kind of energy, a different kind. It wasn't that rush of coffee or thermogenics, It was like my body was finally waking up. Lightness, clarity, a mental focus I hadn't felt in years. And the strangest thing, that anxiety that made me open the fridge every 2 hours just disappeared. I'd have lunch and feel full. The rest of the day would pass and I wouldn't even think about sweets. Something that for me was unthinkable. But it was on the 4th day that everything really changed. I stepped on the scale, not expecting much, just out of routine. And the number that appeared made me stop. I stood there staring down at the scale. I was down 7 pounds in less than 4 days. No diet, no gym, didn't change anything in my routine. At first, I thought it was luck, a coincidence, but I kept going. And as the days went by, the mirror started reflecting an image I didn't remember how it felt. My pants started fitting easily. The tops that used to cling to everything started fitting well again. With every piece of clothing I tried on, it felt like a part of me was coming back too. And the best part, I wasn't on a diet. I wasn't starving myself. I wasn't doing hours of exercise, just following the formula properly. That's when the questions started coming in. Emily, what are you doing? You look more beautiful. Something's different. And I'd smile almost in disbelief. After years of trying everything, for the first time, I felt confident, for real. It wasn't about the numbers on the scale. It wasn't about looking at myself in the mirror and liking what I saw. In less than 2 weeks, I had lost more than 42 pounds. And the craziest part, I didn't stop eating any of the things I loved. Even so, my body kept responding, like it had finally been unlocked. The truth is, I had forgotten what it felt like to be light. I'd gotten so used to the weight on my body, in my mind, in tight clothes, in the mirrors that I always avoided. But as the days passed, I started to recognize myself again. There was one moment I'll never forget. I found an old pair of jeans, the kind you keep for when you lose weight or decided to try them on not expecting much. Not only did they fit, they were loose. In that instant, I stopped, looked in the mirror, and started laughing to myself. It was the first time in a long time that I embraced myself with pride.
And seeing that happen right in front of my eyes, it was surreal. My wife, healthy, radiant, confident, because of something I discovered myself. But of course, I'm a scientist. And a real scientist needs confirmation. I needed to test it, validate it, repeat it. And that's exactly what I did.
Even after seeing Emily completely transformed, I needed data, numbers. That's when I decided to run a real experiment. I reached out to Stanford University, and together we designed a large-scale study. 1,000 women, all over 35, all moms, all with the same story. They had tried everything. Low carb, intermittent fasting, prescription meds, even needles in a doctor's office, and nothing. We split them into 2 groups. The first did what the industry had always told people to do. Strict diet, hitting the gym every single day, cutting carbs, cutting fat. And the second group, no dieting, no workouts, no restrictions, just one thing. Himalayan natural Manjaro. Every morning, and then the game was on. For 30 days, I tracked every one of them. Weight, measurements, blood tests, mood journals, everything. And when the data finally came in, it was that unbelievable. The diet and workout group lost an average about 3 pounds. Some lost a bit more, some even gained weight. And the worst part, by the next week, most of them had put it all back on. Now, the natural Manjaro group, these women lost between 22 and 44 pounds without giving up chocolate, without saying no to pizza. And the craziest part, even after they stopped, their bodies kept burning fat, like their metabolism had been completely reprogrammed. That's when it hit me. This could change lives. Now, how do I get this to millions? But there was one problem. The original blend I made for M used some insanely rare ingredients, straight from the Himalayan mountains, stuff you can't even find at high-end health food stores.
Like what? Pink salt?
Yeah, but it wasn't just any pink salt. Not the kind you find in the grocery store. It was a specific compound extracted only at a very precise altitude, along with other substances that only exist in that particular stretch of the Himalayas. It took weeks of thinking, researching, and then I turned the game around. I put 11 years of biomedical experience on the table, and I went after a partner with cutting-edge infrastructure. Someone who wouldn't take shortcuts. Someone who would respect science. That's how I ended up at Takeda Lab, one of the most respected labs in Brazil. After many tests, adjustments, we formed a partnership that changed everything. Today, Takeda Lab has the authorization to import pure ingredients from the Himalayas and manufacture the same formula with the same scientific standard used in the original study. That's how Manja Boost was born, a natural, safe formula scientifically designed to tackle the root cause of weight gain, insulin dysregulation and resistance.
Okay, but now I'm really curious to know, what are these ingredients, Ethan?
Well, now it's time to open the black box. The first active ingredient in the formula comes from a very rare seed called Griffonia simplicifolia. It's grown in the tropical regions of Africa and is one of the richest natural sources of 5-HTP, an amino acid with 3 very clear functions: controlling appetite, regulating insulin, and improving mental and emotional well-being.
All of that from a seed?
Exactly. In 2021, a study led by Harvard analyzed the impact of 5-HTP on 4,000 people who were either obese or had a history of struggling to lose weight. For 8 weeks, these people took the compound without changing their diet or exercise routine. What happened? 91% of them lost between 66 and 125 pounds of body fat, just from normalizing insulin metabolism.
No diet, no exercise?
No intervention other than the 5-HTP. But it didn't stop there. The compound also helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce sugar cravings, improve sleep and mood, and even smooth out wrinkles and fine lines. Some participants reported looking 10 to 15 years younger. And that leads us to the second ingredient in the formula, spirulina. But not just any spirulina. The one we use comes from a super algae grown in pure mineral water in remote regions of Asia, a type so pure and potent that it's even used in NASA on space missions.
You're telling me I'm going to take what astronauts take?
Yeah, basically yes. Spirulina is one of the most complete foods in nature. And for metabolism, it's like a bulldozer. Studies from the U.S. National Library of Medicine show it reduces blood sugar, lowers blood pressure, balances cholesterol, increases satiety, and boosts immunity. In other words, less hunger, less inflammation, more energy, and detoxification. And then, the third pillar of the formula, berberine. This is a compound used for centuries in traditional Eastern medicine. But only recently has science started to understand the full impact it has on the human body. Over 2,800 clinical studies have confirmed that berberine regulates insulin, reduces bad cholesterol, improves sleep, burns visceral fat, and it even protects the heart.
Wow, it's like each of those ingredients works on a different aspect, right?
Exactly, Nikki. But you know what's more impressive? It's that all 3 target the root cause of the problem: insufficient GLP and an imbalance of insulin. These ingredients don't force the body to burn calories. They restore the body's natural ability to burn fat. No side effects, no crazy diets, no starving yourself. And the most interesting part, you don't have to stop eating what you love, because the formula doesn't require sacrifice, just consistency. The average weight loss was about 53 pounds in just a few weeks, with some extreme cases losing more than 110 pounds. But that's not all. 95% reported improved energy levels, more stamina, higher libido, better mood, clearer skin. Some even saw their abs for the first time in their lives.
It's like their bodies had woken up.
That was the moment I knew for sure. I was witnessing something revolutionary. Something that deserved to be in the hands of those who most needed it. The formula worked. It worked for everyone, without exception. People who had already tried everything: soup diet, intermittent fasting, low carb, CrossFit, medication, tea, customized supplements, and nothing. Or they would lose a little weight, but soon end up right back where they started, or even worse. With this formula, they not only started losing real weight, but also managed to keep the weight stable. No yo-yo effect. No being hostage to food restrictions. It's like the body which once seemed stuck had finally awakened. They started eating what they loved again, guilt-free, without that constant fear of ruining everything. And for the first time in a long time, they looked at themselves in the mirror with pride, with ease, with self-esteem. And the best part, all of this was with a 100% safe formula. Natural, no harsh chemicals, no prescription needed, no side effects. And most importantly, it works regardless of age, gender, or genetics. That's when I realized this was a discovery I needed to share with the world. And listen, I have a surprise for you.
I know I came here to do this interview for you all, but I also want to help those watching at home. That's why I prepared exclusive batches and bottles, and I want to send them to the people watching the show right now. Can I introduce this formula to our viewers?
Sure, let's go back to the studio.
Great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And as I mentioned, this has been the work of my life. That's why I am so excited to reveal this formula, which I have lovingly named ManjaBoost. And here's the key point. Unlike those expensive pens with tons of side effects, this supplement is 100% pure, safe, and natural, and it delivers results that can outpace any medication, even the world's best sellers. In fact, ManjaBoost is the world's most powerful and effective natural weight loss supplement. It's the first entirely natural solution that targets the real cause of weight gain, low GLP levels and deregulated insulin. This prevents the body from burning stored fat and also causes cravings and slow metabolism. But ManjaBoost tackles this simply and naturally. It activates the body's natural production of GLP-1, the key hormone for weight loss, regulates insulin, unlocks the metabolism, and stimulates sustained fat burning. The secret is in the formula, a precise combination of Himalayan pink salt, Tahiti lime, and 3 other natural ingredients that work in synergy to set the body into automatic fat burning mode. The best part is that this formula is super easy to use and was developed based on scientific studies to ensure maximum absorption of each ingredient. In this way, it starts working immediately, making it practically impossible not to see results on the scale within the first week. And if you're still skeptical, I get it. Nowadays, it's hard to trust with so many lies and empty promises out there. That's why, unlike misleading solutions the pharmaceutical industry pushes, like the expensive GLP-1 pens that only work while you're using them and come with serious side effects, ManjaBoost is unique. It's the only completely safe, natural product made with pure ingredients like authentic Himalayan pink salt, directly sourced from the mountains, not synthetic or processed ones like the industry formulas. Produced with cutting-edge technology and the highest quality standards, ManjaBoost is also third-party tested to ensure maximum purity and potency. Everything was carefully designed to contain the perfect balance of ingredients that together regulate insulin, activate natural GLP-1, and accelerate metabolism, helping you lose 24, 57, even 105 pounds in the next few weeks. Seriously, losing fat permanently has never been so simple, because while 99% of women are still struggling with diets, the gym, intermittent fasting, and everything else, you only need 2 drops of ManjaBoost every morning. From that moment on, your body enters automatic fat burning mode, losing weight effortlessly.
Now, doctor, if I start taking ManjaBoost today, when will I see the results?
Well, in the first few weeks of use, you'll already feel your body lighter and more balanced. That bloated feeling, fatigue, and retention in your legs, stomach, and face will begin to fade. And if you suffer from varicose veins, joint pain, double chin, or cellulite, you may notice significant reduction because your body starts regulating insulin naturally, and that unlocks your metabolism. This happens because by the second week, ManjaBoost activates key ingredients like Himalayan salt and Tahiti lime, which stimulate the natural production of GLP-1 and GIP, 2 essential hormones that normalize insulin levels in the blood. And when insulin starts working properly again, your body can access stored fat and use it for energy instead of storing it. That's when you'll start seeing the numbers on the scale drop, even without dieting or exercise. In the following weeks, with insulin regulated, your metabolism enters a continuous fat-burning state, working day and night. Uncontrolled appetite goes away. Your body burns more fat, even while you sleep, and you'll have more energy, drive, and focus. In addition, your blood sugar levels stabilize, your blood pressure balances, bad cholesterol decreases, and your immunity improves naturally, all with just 2 drops a day. And you want to know what the best part is? You won't need to spend thousands on expensive medications like Ozempic or Mounjaro. You also won't have to starve yourself or spend hours killing yourself in the gym, because all it takes is using ManjaBoost over the weeks, and you'll see your weight drop naturally from the start. And if you keep using ManjaBoost through the first 3 months, it's highly likely you'll be showing off the body you've always dreamed of. This happened with almost 100% of the people who followed the protocol correctly, and my wife is living proof of that. After all, these days, losing weight is incredibly tough, especially after 35, when insulin tends to get out of balance easily due to stress, sleepless nights, and hectic eating habits. But with Manja Boost, your only task is to take 2 drops upon waking up and let the formula do the work for you. Just last month, around 15,000 people had their lives completely transformed by Manja Boost. In fact, I gathered some testimonials from people who recently achieved incredible results. Take Eleanor, for example, a 45-year-old woman who lost 38 kilos of fat after struggling with her weight for over 15 years. And the best part? She was able to reverse type 2 diabetes using only Manja Boost.
I was so tired of trying to lose weight and ending up disappointed every time. But when I started my journey with Manja Boost, everything changed. I lost 40 pounds in just a few months by sticking to the full 6-bottle treatment plan. My stomach flattened, my clothes started fitting loose, and even my skin started looking healthier. The best part? I felt amazing the entire time. No crash diet, no crazy workouts. Manja Boost truly gave me a new lease on life.
In addition to her, there's David, who lost 44 pounds in 3 months, even after nearly a decade of being overweight.
I started using Manja Boost after years of struggling to lose weight. I had tried crazy diets, hitting the gym every day, even weight loss pills, but nothing ever really worked. Manja Boost changed everything. Over 6 months following the full 6-bottle treatment, I lost 48 pounds without starving myself or spending hours working out. My metabolism kicked into high gear. I have way more energy now, my confidence is back, and even my performance at work has improved. Honestly, it's the best decision I've ever made for myself.
And these are just a few examples. Thousands of people have already figured out the secret. The real problem lies in the insulin imbalance, and Manja Boost regulates this process 100% naturally with a combination of Himalayan pink salt, Tahiti lime, and 3 more unique ingredients that stimulate the natural production of GLP-1 and GIP. The result is the body starting to burn fat as a source of energy 24 hours a day. Now imagine, you walk into your favorite store, pick out any clothes, and they fit you perfectly. Imagine wearing that bikini or a tight dress without worrying about the judgmental stares. You're going to feel so good about yourself that you'll want to wear every piece of clothing in your closet, even the ones you've hidden for years. You'll rediscover yourself in the mirror, and every moment you will feel special again. And get ready, because when you step outside, you'll catch admiring looks everywhere you go. Your husband, boyfriend, special someone will look at you with passion, desire. They'll treat you like a queen, just like in the old days. They'll want to please you, surround you with affection. And wherever you go, people will compliment you. They'll want to be around you. Seriously, it's life-changing.
I'm even excited to try it myself.
And if you're still on the fence, my advice is give it a try. You won't regret it. But before that, there's something important I need to tell you. After the first customers begin showing results like the ones you just saw, the demand for Manja Boost exploded. Just through word of mouth, we've received a flood of recommendations. Because of this, there are now only 53 bottles of Manja Boost left in this exclusive batch. But as I mentioned, it's being released only to those watching this program right now. So you're competing with thousands of people for one of 53 units. That's why my honest advice is act fast. Each bottle gives exactly 30 doses, enough for a month. But if you're over 30, feel like your metabolism is slowed down, and you want to lose more than 10 pounds, it's best to secure at least 3 bottles. Now, if you want even more consistent and long-lasting results, like my wife did, the best option is a 6-bottle kit. Why? In tests with over 100,000 people, we found that the body tends to eliminate about 2/3 of the accumulated fat in just the first month. But to safely remove the rest, fully regulate insulin, and protect your body from rebound effects, the complete protocol needs to last exactly 180 days. So if I were you, I'd hurry up and secure your 6-bottle kit right now. Because the truth is, most people take the kit with 6 bottles, and we don't know how long the stock will last. By the way, to be honest, it's likely everything sells out in just a few minutes. That's because in addition to the very high demand, Manja Boost is produced in small batches every 6 months. The ingredients come directly from the Himalayas, and the entire preparation process follows extremely strict standards. So, if you want to grab your chance without waiting months, the time is now.
So how many exactly do you use Manja Boost the right way?
Well, It's pretty simple. Just take 2 drops with a glass of water every morning while still fasting so the formula can start working in your body right from the early hours of the day. But there's an important detail. Everyone's body is different. Height, weight, routine, hormonal history. That's why, along with Manja Boost, you also get exclusive access to Slim App, an online app you can access directly from your phone. It shows you exactly how to maximize your results with Manja Boost in the shortest time possible, taking into account the specifics of your body. For the protocol to work precisely, it's important to follow the instructions and track adjustments through the app. By the way, many celebrities have already been using Manja Boost for months, and they rely on Slim App to closely monitor each phase of their transformation. Here's what some of them have to say.
I decided to trust Dr. Ethan and lost 15 pounds just with Manja Boost. It was the best choice of 2024.
I'm recommending it to all my followers on Instagram. If you really need to lose weight, use Manja Boost. The results are guaranteed.
And these testimonials exist for one reason. Because Manja Boost is the only 100% natural formula that targets the real cause of weight gain, insulin imbalance. But it goes beyond that. With Manja Boost, you'll experience a complete transformation in your body, your health, and your self-esteem. It doesn't matter if you've tried everything, fad diets, intermittent fasting, pills that don't work, exhausting workouts. None of that will work if your insulin is out of balance. It doesn't matter what your genetics, diet, or age are. Even if you gained weight after pregnancy or going through menopause, Manja Boost works. Now imagine, in just a few weeks, you look in the mirror and see a slimmer, firmer body. Your clothes fit again, and your partner starts looking at you like they did 20 years ago. How much is that worth to you? To feel desirable again, free, in control of your own body, to eat what you want without guilt, without the yo-yo effect, without regret the next day. When I announce on social media that we are about to release the last batch of Manja Boost, I was bombarded with messages. Some people said they'd pay up to $700 for a single bottle. And honestly, if you stop and think about it, you'll never have to spend money on expensive medications, teas, diets, thermogenics, or cosmetic procedures that don't work. So yes, $700 seems like a fair price, and many people who have already used Manja Boost would gladly pay that amount, but they understand the true value of the freedom and transformation it provides. But look, I know not everybody can make a big investment all at once, and that's why I decided to do something completely out of the ordinary. By the end of this video, the first 10 people that secure a 6-bottle package of Manja Boost will get a private consultation with me via Zoom, plus a $5,000 gift card to use however they want at Zara. After all, once you see your body transforming, you'll want to update your wardrobe. But remember, this is only for the first 10 people who grab the 6-bottle kit before the video ends. And I need you to understand something. I'm not here to profit from anyone's suffering. For me, it's not about money, it's about saving lives. It's about getting you out of the grip of this corrupt weight loss industry. Manja Boost has already helped over 100,000 people worldwide, and now we want to be the next big success story. And here's the thing, you won't even come close to paying $700 that this type of solution would normally cost. In fact, not even half of that, not $350, not even $175 that would be fair, considering the results. Today only, during this special program, you can secure your first bottle of Manja Boost for just... But wait, there's more. For those who are really aiming for maximum results, I've created a campaign called Buy More, Save More. Here's how it works. The more bottles you get, the bigger the discount. And according to the studies, the ideal protocol is 6 months, meaning 6 bottles. So if you're serious about this transformation, today you can secure a complete kit with 6 bottles for just $49 each. That's over 30% off, the lowest price in Manja Boost history. And don't forget, if you're one of the first 10 people to secure the full kit right now, you'll get a consultation with me plus a $5,000 Zara gift card. This is, without a doubt, the best option for anyone looking to lose weight quickly and permanently by naturally regulating insulin and continuously boosting metabolism.
That's amazing, doctor.
Absolutely. But pay attention. This offer is for a limited time and only available while the 53 promotional units last. That's why I've asked my team to display a screen below the video with the available kits for you to click and choose from. Even with just 1 bottle, you'll start feeling the first effects, but you'll probably want to keep going, and you might run out because we don't know when the next batch will be ready. That's exactly why if you stop using Manja Boost before the recommended time without giving your body the chance to fully restore its insulin balance, you might end up back at square one. That's why the expert himself recommended it. The ideal is to complete the full treatment with 6 bottles. In addition to guaranteeing the best and most lasting results, this package also gives you access to the exclusive Slim app, a private consultation with the doctor, a $5,000 Zara gift card, and a special discount. The reason is simple. The 6 bottles are the ideal amount to provide your body with a continuous dose of the ingredients that naturally activate GLP-1 and GIP, regulating insulin, unlocking metabolism, and make fat burning continue even while you sleep. Just to give you an idea, we've received reports from women who lost up to 294 pounds naturally and safely without gaining a single pound back. But be careful, this package is only available right now, and according to the latest report, there are only 53 bottles left in stock. Once they're gone, the purchase buttons will be disabled and there's no immediately restocking plan. So if the button is still showing for you, click now and select the 6-bottle package, or whichever one you prefer, to ensure you still get access. By clicking, you'll be redirected to a 100% secure page with military-grade encryption, the same type used by giants like Amazon and eBay. None of your information will be stored, and all of your data is protected by law. Once you complete your purchase, our team begins processing and shipping on the same day. Within 7 to 10 business days, your Manja Boost will be at your doorstep, ready to transform your life just like it did for my wife. And if you have any questions during the process, our support team is available 24/7 via email, and they really do help. You can trust them. Just a reminder, Manja Boost is sold exclusively on this official page. You won't find this product on Amazon, eBay, pharmacies, or any other sites. We've cut out the middlemen to enable the fairest price possible with 100% original, pure, and natural supplement. But be careful, the bottles are flying off the shelves, and this special offer is only available today. The last thing you want is to come back later and find out it's all gone. That's why 97% of people choose to buy 6 bottles right away to secure the full treatment, save money, and avoid the infamous yo-yo effect.
Doctor, what if someone still doesn't like the results?
Great question. Even though we've had hundreds of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot, we understand that everyone's body reacts differently. That's why we offer a full guarantee. After all, the weight loss industry, which makes over $78 billion a year, has been hiding the truth from you for decades. They make you believe there's only one way. Cut everything from your diet, live exhausted at the gym, or spend a fortune on painful procedures and dangerous medications. All of this to keep you dependent on their products, while the real solution, simple, natural, and accessible, remains hidden. No wonder this industry spends millions every year to make sure formulas like Manja Boost don't get out. But that's why I'm here. Because after seeing what happened with my wife, I felt it was my duty to show you this. And to make sure you feel 100% confident testing this natural formula with no fear, no rush, no risk, we offer an unconditional 60-day guarantee. That's right, you have 2 full months to try Manja Boost and decide if it's right for you. If, for any reason, you're not satisfied with the results, which has never happened so far, just send us an email and we'll refund 100% of your investment. No hassle, no fine print. In other words, you don't need to say yes now. Just say maybe. Place your order, receive the product at home, and see for yourself. It's very likely within the first week, you'll feel lighter with reduced bloating and the energy that you've almost forgotten existed. And a heads up, click the button below right now to secure your kit with 6 bottles of Manja Boost, or whichever option works best for you. But hurry, as the promotional stock is almost gone. As a special thank you for being with us so far, if you secure your kit with 3 or 6 bottles today, I've prepared 2 exclusive bonuses inside the Slim app. Bonus number 1, ebook 24-hour detox. In it, I reveal the recipe for what's called the bariatric seed, which cleanses your intestines, regulates your hormones, and helps restore insulin function in less than 24 hours. According to studies, it can accelerate metabolism by up to 122% and enhance fat burning by up to 33 pounds in 4 weeks. Spoiler, this seed is hidden inside a fruit you can find at the store for less than $1. Bonus number 2, a digital book, Zero Sagging, A simple ritual with apple cider vinegar used by celebrities to keep their skin firm and youthful even after 40. Everything 100% natural and made with items you already have in your home. You'll receive all this in your email as soon as you confirm your order. This simple morning ritual will naturally boost collagen production by up to 128%, eliminating skin sagging in just 9 days, reducing wrinkles and fine lines, and making you look 5, 10, even 15 years younger in just a few weeks. Finally, the third bonus is Wild Libido, where you'll learn how to prepare homemade cocktails with natural ingredients that boost circulation, balance hormones, and ignite your libido, so you can enjoy those intense nights with your husband like the old days. Plus, I'll teach you a 3-minute Thai massage that will drive your man crazy, because with the energy you'll regain from Manja Boost, the desire to use it will be inevitable. And let's be honest, this is also one of the best ways to celebrate your new phase. Now, you know what else is even more special inside the Slim app? You'll also receive each of these bonuses tailored to your personal characteristics. All these bonuses combined are worth a total of $540. But today you'll get them for free when you choose one of the packages with 3 or 6 bottles of Manja Boost. In short, today you get 3 or 6 bottles of Manja Boost, the only natural formula that works directly on the root cause of fat accumulation, regulating your insulin levels through the combined action of Himalayan pink salt, lemon, and other bioactive ingredients. These ingredients stimulate the natural production of GLP-1 and GIP, activate the mitochondria, and speed up your metabolism, helping you lose 8 to 24 pounds in a continuous and natural way. In addition, you get access to the Slim app, an intelligent app that calculates exactly how many drops you should take per day based on your age, height, and weight. You also get the book, 24-Hour Detox, with the recipe for the bariatric seed, which cleanses your intestines, regulates hormones, and boosts weight loss. The Zero Sagging book, which teaches the trick used by celebrities with apple cider vinegar to tighten skin after weight loss and reduce fine lines. And lastly, the Wild Libido book, where you'll discover the natural cocktail that reignites passion and helps you experience hot moments like in your youth. And listen up, if you're one of the first 10 people to get the package with 6 bottles of Manja Boost, you'll also receive a 1-hour private session with me via Zoom to answer all your questions. Plus, a $500 Zara gift card to refresh your wardrobe after the transformation this formula will bring. All of this, which could cost thousands of dollars, is available today for just $49 per bottle when you choose the 6-bottle package. So click the button below now and secure Manja Boost with all the bonuses included. And let me be honest with you, you've probably already spent thousands of dollars on diets, workouts, medications, or treatments without ever really understanding what went behind your weight gain. You've invested time, money, and hope in promises that didn't work. And now you have the chance to use a natural, effective, and scientifically backed formula for less than $2 a day. Don't miss this opportunity. Choose your package below and complete your order now. And wait, there's one more thing. I thought long and hard before revealing this on the show, but now, at the end of this interview, I've decided to share it exclusively with you for sticking with me this far. Because everyone loves a good surprise, and this one is special. If you secure the 6-bottle package of Manja Boost, you'll receive a gift that's not a book, not a sample, and not anything you've expected. In fact, what comes with the package is something totally personalized, valued at over $600, but anyone who gets the 6-bottle kit today will receive it 100% free. I can't give spoilers, so don't ruin the surprise, but I can say one thing. Whoever gets this gift at home is going to have a smile from ear to ear. It's something no one has ever seen before, but you need to act fast because the quantity is limited.
You're making everyone here curious.
Yeah, if I were watching from home, I'd grab some while there's still time. The truth is, today you only have 2 paths to follow. Option 1, pretend none of this ever happened. Ignore everything that's been shown here, from the real testimonials to the clear, straightforward explanation of the real cause behind fat buildup, low GLP-1 and unregulated insulin. You can keep believing that extreme diets, excessive gym sessions, or injectable medications like Ozempic are the only solution. You can ignore everything Manja Boost does, how it helps regulate insulin levels, activates metabolism, and makes your body burn fat automatically, even while you sleep. You can ignore what doctors have proven in various studies. When insulin is out of control, the body simply can't access stored fat. And the secret to changing that lies in restoring this balance, exactly what ManjaBoost does. But if you go down this path, you already know what awaits you. More failed attempts, shattered self-esteem, constant fatigue, clothes that don't fit right, and that silent feeling that you're trying everything but nothing works. Of course, that's your choice. But if you decide to ignore this opportunity today, when you lay your head on the pillow tonight, that thought may come back. Did I miss the best chance of my life to transform my body? Because if you want to turn back, it might be too late. Either ManjaBoost stock will be gone, or the video will be taken down, or the link will disappear from your screen, and this offer will probably never come back again. And then, with your insulin still out of balance and metabolism stuck, your life will stay exactly where it is today. Is this what you really want? To stay trapped in the same body and the same cycle of frustrations, trying fad diets, expensive medications, and gyms that just drain your energy? Or worse, risking your health with injections that only work while you're using them? That's exactly why I brought you this second path. A real second chance to change your life without any sacrifices. All you need to do is click the button below and claim your promotional package of ManjaBoost. That way you'll finally get rid of that stubborn belly fat on your thighs, buttocks, and back. You'll also achieve a whole new free life and feel great when you look in the mirror. And most importantly, feel amazing about yourself. Imagine the pride in your husband's eyes, your friends, and even your families when they see the incredible woman you're becoming. Think about how great it would feel to wear that tight dress or bikini without fear, shame, or worry about what others might think. Picture looking at yourself in the mirror and feeling younger, more confident, more alive than ever. Imagine having more than enough energy to play with your kids and grandkids, to follow every step of their journey, see them grow, get married, build their own families, and you, still full of energy, right there with them. You'll be able to take vacations freely, enjoy your favorite food at a restaurant, without guilt, without the fear of stepping on the scale the next day. Imagine hearing from your doctor that your test results have never been better, that your heart, your hormones, your metabolism, everything is working just the way it should. You deserve that, a long, healthy, and happy life. And that's what will happen if you decide to take action today. Just say yes. Yes to yourself. Yes to your health. Yes to a new story. Click the button below now and choose your ManjaBoost promotional kit. We recommend the 3 or 6 bottle package to ensure long-lasting results. And remember, your order is covered by our 60-day risk-free guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with the results, just send us an email and we'll refund every penny, no questions asked. But stock is running out and the promotional offer is limited. So take action now before it's too late. Click the button below this video, secure your package, and take the first steps towards your new life. With all the bonuses, surprise gift, and special conditions, I can't wait to hear your transformation story.
Wow, that's really impressive, Doctor.
Hey, still here? I want you to be 100% confident in your decision to place the order today. So let's answer a few common questions. 1. Is ManjaBoost right for me? Do you struggle with fat accumulation in your belly, back, and abdomen? And have you tried all kinds of diets and exercise but nothing worked? Then the answer is yes. ManjaBoost has already changed the lives of over 115,000 men and women between the ages of 35 and 80. But if, for some rare reason, that doesn't happen for you, which is almost impossible, you'll be covered by our strict 60-day money-back guarantee. 2. How does ManjaBoost work? ManjaBoost is the first natural compound that regulates insulin and activates metabolism for an extended period. It contains essential minerals that stimulate the natural production of GLP-1, the key hormone for weight loss, and unlock the burning of stored fat. This way, your body starts burning calories automatically, even at rest. 3. How long until I start seeing results with ManjaBoost? 87% of people report changes within the first week of use. You can expect more energy and a slight reduction in hunger, which makes it easier to make healthier food choices. After 2 weeks, it's common to notice a slimmer waist and clothes fitting better. By the 3rd week, the changes in the mirror are significant. Your skin will look more radiant and your body will be more toned. By the 4th week, the results are even more impressive. Friends and family will comment on how much slimmer and more vibrant you look. You'll feel more confident and happy seeing the new version of yourself reflected in the mirror. And you'll enjoy a sense of well-being every day. 4. What's inside Manja Boost? Each bottle contains the perfect blend of Himalayan pink salt, lemon, and 3 other essential ingredients that help kickstart your metabolism. This formula naturally boosts your body's GLP-1 production and keeps you in a steady, fat-burning mode for up to 24 hours. 5. I'm 63 years old and I've tried everything. Diets, workouts, weight loss pills, but nothing ever worked. Will Manja Boost work for me too? Here's the thing. It doesn't matter how old you are, how long you've been struggling with your weight, or what you've already tried. The truth is, your issue likely comes down to one simple thing: out of control insulin levels and a sluggish metabolism. When your insulin is high, your body can't tap into stored fat for energy. And when your metabolism is stuck, no diet works in the long run. That's exactly what Manja Boost is designed to fix. Its formula helps regulate insulin, naturally boosts your GLP-1 production, and speeds up your metabolism, all without extreme measures. The result? Your body starts burning fat consistently from your belly, thighs, arms, even your face, even while you sleep. That's why Manja Boost works for everyone, regardless of age, past attempts, or how long you've been carrying extra weight. It's the only formula that truly unlocks your metabolism and turns stored fat into energy. 6. Is Manja Boost safe? Manja Boost is a 100% natural formula made in the USA in FDA-regulated and GMP-certified facilities using state-of-the-art equipment and the highest standards of sterility. Each ingredient is plant-based, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, and suitable for vegetarians. On top of that, every batch undergoes third-party testing to ensure purity and potency. The only side effect reported? Having to ditch your baggy clothes and spend hours in the fitting room trying on new outfits. 7. What if Manja Boost doesn't work for me? Well, that's highly unlikely. But since nothing is 100%, every bottle comes with our personal 60-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, we'll give you a full refund. 8. How many bottles should I order? If you're over 35, carrying extra weight, we recommend getting 6 bottles to give your body enough time to regulate insulin levels, restart your metabolism, and reach your ideal weight without the rebound. 9. What's the best way to take Manja Boost? Simple. You don't need any diets or workouts. Just take 2 drops of Manja Boost every morning on an empty stomach, following the personalized plan you'll receive through the Slim app. 10. Is this a one-time payment? Yes. Your order today is a one-time payment. No subscriptions, no hidden charges. 11. How long does delivery take? We ship orders the same day they're placed. If you're in the US, delivery takes up to 7 business days. For international orders, shipping times may vary depending on your local carrier. However, if you go for the 6-bottle kit, you'll get priority shipping and may receive your bottles even faster. 12. What should I do now? This is the fun part. Click the button below and choose the package that works best for you. Fill out your info on our 100% secure checkout page. As soon as you're done, we'll ship it out right away. Remember, your order is backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Totally risk-free for you. Stock is running low and prices may go up at any moment. So go ahead, click the button below, complete your purchase, and I'll be in touch soon.